Welcome to our YouTube channel. In another video, in this video we will talk about Hansi Flick's method of playing Barca, which includes football personality, the art of offside, game verticality balance, system for Lua, and players management, especially Lamine, Casado, and Inigo.
His personality is unchangeable and defined personality. The first thing to highlight about his playbook is the clarity of ideas in everything he does. The current Barca is a team that goes out onto the field with a plan that it carries out regardless of the rival.
He doesn't give anything away. He can hurt you in positional attacks, in transitions, in cross-finish maneuvers, in strategy, almost every aspects. With 40 goals in 13 games and 15 goals in 4 games, the Blaugranas are the top scorers in La Liga and in the UCL.
But beyond the spectacular records, this variety is evident in the origins. Flick's Barca is the team that has scored the most goals from open play, 36, the one that has scored the most on the counterattack, 6, and the one that has scored the most from set pieces, 11, not counting the 2 penalties.
High pressure and counter pressure is one of the speciality of Flick. Pressing is the football concept that Hansi Flick is most closely associated with. It is a key aspect of his approach to the game and a non-negotiable element. Pressing is choral, organized, and highly synchronized.
There is no player who is free from contributing to press opponents. A great deal of work is evident behind the scenes and a high level of physical condition that is essential. The Blaugrana team has already accumulated 577 total recoveries and 113 in the opponent's half.
The average height of the Barca defensive line is 50.96 meters. The second highest in Europe, just behind the City, which is at 54.26 meters. The third in Europe is Arsenal with a height of 50.26 meters.
But the pressure is just as important as the activation after the team loses the ball. This is what in football is called pressure after losing the ball, or counter pressure. And Barca is, by far, the team that does it best of all the teams in the championship.
Let's talk about Barca's art of offside. If there is one thing that defines Barca 2024-2025 season, it is the offside, a maneuver that is the sum of so many small details, and so well executed, that it becomes art. Details such as being clear that it is always the center back on the ball side who marks the line, such as constant communication, such as not leaving spaces to prevent rivals from positioning themselves between the lines, or such as digging in for a second.
All this, without forgetting that the rest of the players give very few passing situations to their opponents. The 111 offsides accumulated in 17 matches are no coincidence. That is, a forced offside every 14 minutes. The best in Europe by far. Now let's talk about the balance between the game and the verticality.
A perfect mix between control and direct play has been achieved. The Blaugrana team continues to have the most possession in the league, 68, and the one that accumulates the most passes, 561, compared to Madrid's 555. It is not the team with the greatest reliability. Girona and Madrid have a higher percentage, but, on the other hand, it is the team that shoots the most in the league, 16, 7 shots per game.
Barca have increased the success of their long passes by 2.3% compared to 2023-04. All credit goes to Igo Martinez or Pau Cubers.
Several players are performing at their best and high level or even above. Rafinha, Pedri, Igo or Lewandowski are few of them. The forward is at his best records both in goals and efficiency, 19 goals and 32 shots, with 39% efficiency.
But this is not a fluke, because Hansi Flick has created a special context in which Lua is relieved of the responsibility of pressing first and can play a more positional defensive role. It is the wingers Rafinha and Lamine who jump into the pressure of the center backs.
An adjustment that reduces the effort required by the number 9 and allows him to be fresher and more focused on scoring. These tactical changes would be of no use if they were not applied on a continuous basis. And Barca is doing all this with an unwavering level of insistence and concentration every minute of every game. There are no exceptions to the opponent.
Now moving into the next factor, which is confidence and physical level. Last but not least, we must talk about his human behavior. Flick exudes naturalness and gives unlimited confidence to his players. He believes in them, and best of all, he makes the players believe in themselves. The cases of Rafinha, the young players, and Iñaki P are incontestable examples. He wins the complicity of everyone with hugs or close conversations so that the whole group is highly involved involved in the cause.
The Flick method is not a hyper-refined formula. It is the result of tactical and personal actions. The coach has not made major changes, but rather few and relevant ones. This is the only way to explain such a rapid and effective improvement. The Flick method has touched the major points of a team prepared for anything, in any team they face.
What are your thoughts on this video? And what are your expectations from this team? Give us comments. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Subscribe for more Barca related videos.